In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the Line and Freehand tools in SketchUp 2026 so you can start creating clean, accurate geometry from scratch. Whether you're building simple walls, tracing shapes, or drawing organic landscape contours, these two tools are the foundation of almost everything you'll make in SketchUp. If this tutorial helps you, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more SketchUp tips, beginner guides, and workflow tutorials. Alright, let's jump in. First, let's talk about the Line tool. In SketchUp, the Line tool is one of the most important tools in the entire program because every model starts with edges. When you draw lines that connect into a closed shape, SketchUp automatically creates a face. That means the Line tool is not just for drawing outlines, it's what actually helps you build usable 3D geometry. To activate the Line tool, simply press L on your keyboard. You'll also see it represented by the pencil icon in the toolbar. Once the tool is active, click once to set your starting point, then move your mouse in the direction you want the line to go and click again to finish the line. If you want more precision, you can also type in an exact distance, like 5 feet or 2 meters, and then press enter. This is extremely useful when you need your model to be accurate instead of just eyeballed. Now here's something that makes SketchUp feel so powerful, the Inference engine. As you draw, SketchUp helps guide your lines using color-coded axis directions. A red line means you're drawing parallel to the red axis, which usually represents left and right. A green line means you're drawing parallel to the green axis, which is front to back. A blue line means you're drawing vertically or up and down. And if you see magenta, that usually means SketchUp is helping you align with or infer from an existing edge. This is really important because it helps you keep your geometry clean and organized. If you ever wonder why your line is not going where you want it to go, pay attention to the inference colors and the little tooltips SketchUp shows while you're drawing. The software is constantly trying to help you stay aligned. One of the best pro tips for using the Line tool is locking an axis with your arrow keys. If you press the up arrow, SketchUp locks your drawing to the blue axis. If you press the right arrow, it locks to the red axis. If you press the left arrow, it locks to the green axis. This is incredibly helpful when you want total control over your drawing direction, especially in more technical models. Another thing to remember is that you can use the Line tool to create closed loops. For example, if you draw a rectangle or any closed shape by connecting the endpoints, SketchUp will automatically generate a face inside it. That face can then be pushed, pulled, moved, or modified into a 3D object. So if you are just getting started, think of the Line tool as the basic building block of the entire modeling process. Now let's move on to the Freehand tool. The Freehand tool is perfect when you want to draw something more organic, natural, or irregular. Unlike the Line tool, which is designed for straight and precise segments, the Freehand tool is ideal for shapes like landscape contours, rough sketches, winding paths, or hand-drawn outlines. To find the Freehand tool, go to the drawing toolbar. In many cases, it's nested under the Line tool, so if you don't see it immediately, click and hold on the Line tool icon to reveal the other drawing options. Once you select Freehand, click and hold the left mouse button, then draw your shape by moving your mouse across the workspace. When you're done, just simply release the mouse button to finish the line. In SketchUp 2026, the Freehand tool feels smoother than older versions and creates cleaner curves instead of a bunch of tiny disconnected segments. That makes it much better for sketch style work, especially when you want the result to look more natural and less mechanical. Just like with the Line tool, if your freehand drawing closes into a loop, SketchUp will create a face automatically. That means you can use freehand not only for sketching, but also for forming base shapes that can later be pushed and pulled into terrain, organic objects, or custom design elements. A good workflow tip is to use the Line tool when you need control, exact dimensions, and straight edges, and use the Freehand tool when you need movement, curves, and natural forms. For example, you might use the Line tool to build the outline of a room, but use the Freehand tool to trace a garden path or a flowing hillside edge. If you're learning SketchUp for the first time, practice switching between these two tools and noticing how differently they behave. Try drawing a square with the Line tool, then draw a looping organic shape with Freehand. Watch how SketchUp responds when the shape closes and a face appears. That simple exercise will help you understand the core logic of SketchUp modeling much faster. And remember, precision matters. If you want to build professional-looking models, always pay attention to the axis colors, axis locking shortcuts, and the way SketchUp snaps to existing geometry. The more you use these tools, the more natural they will feel, and the faster you'll be able to turn ideas into clean 3D models. So that's how to use the Line and Freehand tools in SketchUp 2026. The line tool gives you precision and structure, while the freehand tool gives you flexibility and organic shape creation. Together, they form the base of a powerful SketchUp workflow. If this video helped you, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next SketchUp tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.